If you say Münster, I'm like, oh, okay, like Lambertiskirche or something, like Prinzipalmarkt. But when I think of Münster, mostly I think of my friends, the friends that I made here for my studies. I realized that I can't make a place home because already I've been in this kind of drifting mode for my whole life.
A lot of us come to this city and we might not see it as a home in the permanent sense, but we do think of it as a home in a sense of a place of belonging. And I realize that there is so much potential to talk about home and belonging in the city of Münster because it is a student city and it has quite a bit of international students that try calling this place home.
This dynamic thinking about Heimat, homes, I think it belongs in this kind of scientific setting because one of the basics of science is to leave one's comfort zone and to go to move into a space where perhaps nobody has been before and to be open for new things.
The process is very collaborative, I would say. The very first thing was an interview. So we sat down and we talked about the concept of home, what we consider to be home, how we see our identities and ourselves, our experience in Germany.
This image was taken, I think, after the 1971 war.
Everybody had this one central image that they talked about, and then that was used to basically generate content. And so we were using embodied research and embodied methodology in migrant research to basically think of how we can get people to participate in the creation of research in a more hands-on way. And so everybody was a co-curator, everybody was creating content, everybody was there during the construction of the installation, what it's supposed to look like.
There's a photograph, historical photography, that we show, that an individual student selects, and then they talk about it, and that becomes the exhibition. And so their own genealogy, their own family history is taken into the center of Münster, as it were. And with the exhibition traveling, it's taken, elsewhere.
It's a way to tell our stories and make sure that people understand behind every face there is a story.
Even when citizen science wants to create this disjuncture between the citizen and the scientist, it ends up reinforcing that by thinking of some people as specialists and some people as citizens. And so we want to both complicate the citizen aspect of it, but also the science aspect of it.
And I think that is academically, also politically, socially, culturally relevant, because we make the point that students, and of course also migrant students, they are part of the city of Münster and they're part of the university. So they're both. They're citizens and they're academics who do research work. And so that's quite unique about our project, that we are actually engaging with the very idea of what citizen science is.